Bear's Harvest Festival. Who knows what a harvest festival is?
Me!
Y'all do?
Yeah.
So they have pumpkins and hay and the hayride. Isn't that fun?
We got some hay now.
Yep. Okay, so let's
We got some
start.
like that.
It says, it was a beautiful autumn day in Bear Country. The first frosty nip was in the air and the whole bear family was outside enjoying the bright fall weather. Papa was raking leaves into piles so the cubs could jump in, laughing and shouting. Mama was cutting back the late flowers in her garden so they would bloom better next year. Guys, see it?
We got like that one. Can I buy those pink flowers?
Yes. Okay.
I want the apples.
I know. Okay, let me see. The next event, announced Farmer Ben, is the hayride. I told you there'd be a hayride, said Brother. A hayride at a harvest festival, said Sister, teasing Brother a bit. What a surprise! But before Brother could reply, Farmer Ben pulled up with a long hay wagon hitched to his tractor. Everyone climbed aboard and sat on bales of hay. It was crunchy and prickly, but it smelled sweet. All aboard, called Farmer Ben, and they were off. You see the hayride, guys? Ooh, me too. That's fun.
I got on a hayride yesterday.
That's good.
Me too.
Okay. With many a bump and sway, they chugged along. They drove through the farmyard and saw the farm animals having their evening meal.
It's a whole lot of hay.
They drove past the farm pond and saw the ducks, geese, and swans enjoying an evening bath. They drove into the fields and pastures among the corn stalks. Heaven, back to your spot. Thank you.
I can't.
They said hello to a friendly scarecrow. The sun was setting over the hills and all Bear Country was lit with a golden glow. It was growing dark as the hay wagon returned to the farmyard. Mrs. Ben and her helpers were cooking dinner over a crackling fire. It smelled wonderful. Soon, all the families and friends were sitting down to a magnificent harvest feast. Preacher Brown, said Farmer Ben, would you say grace? Preacher Brown rose and opened his Bible. God tells us to celebrate the festival of harvest with the first fruits of the crops you sow in your field, he read. And as the people of God did so long ago, he added, we still do today. Thank you, Lord, for giving us good food and from farm and field for the joy of working together in the harvest time. Amen. Amen. Amen to that, Preacher Brown, said Mrs. Ben. And now let's all have the joy of working together to eat all this good food. Dig in, folks. And so they digged in. You guys see it? Oh my goodness, you see all this good food they have? From picking the pumpkins and apples and hayride? You guys like the book? Yay! Thank you. Thank you for my hug. Thank you. Thank you. Huh? Oh yes, I'm gonna check you guys' hearts. All right, who's first?
Me.
All right. So Heaven asked me first, so I'm gonna do her first. Okay. Who's next?
Me.
All right, let's start over here and go around, okay? Let's see if I can find your heart. Where do you think your heart is? Right there? I feel right here. Tommy.
No.
Woo! He has a heartbeat. Yay! Okay. You want to go? Okay. Okay, let's find your heart. Ooh, you have a slower heartbeat. Oh, wow. Yay! Oh, Izzy's turn, and then we're gonna go just like this, okay? To Gabby, and then to Callie. Okay, let's see if your heart beats fast or slow. Your heart beats fast, Izzy. What you doing? Why your heart beat fast? Okay.
I go
Gabby, let's see.
Because I'm older enough.
Let's see if you have it slow. You think it's fast or slow? I hear slow. Oh my God. Okay. You ready, Callie?
My can go
Alright,
super
come on.
fast.
Are you nervous? Okay, come on.
Little go fast and slow.
You're gonna have to come right here.
How you putting her up? She's back there. Up.
Yours is fast, Callie.
Wanna go
Oh,
see? Can I go get the
wow.
other one? I went to the doctor.
Yay! Thank you, friends.
How did you make
Wow,
that?
we good.
And I go to Hampton University. Today I will be reading you Fancy Nancy, Candy Bonanza. Ooh la la, it's Halloween and I am the Sugar Plum Fairy. She is the star of the Nutcracker Ballet and lives in the land of bonbons. That's a fancy word for candy. Off we go, trick-or-treating in our neighborhood. There will be a candy bonanza. Oodles and oodles of yummy stuff for me to eat. Have fun, my mom says, but don't overdo it. She means she doesn't want JoJo and me to stuff our faces. Mrs. Devine hands out super-sized cookies. She baked them herself. I take a bite, and then, before I know it, the cookie has disappeared. I wonder where it went. At the next house, we each get a candy bar. I nibble just a little bit of mine. Then, oops, suddenly the candy bar disappears too. Around the corner, a lady gives out packages of candy corn. Bree is not partial to candy corn. That means she doesn't like it. So I do her a favor and eat hers. Then I remember what my mom said and I drop all of my candy corn into my pumpkin pail. We have to walk a long way to get to the next house. I work up quite an appetite. I don't want to overdo it, so I don't eat all of the candy I get there. Look, a ghoul is waiting to greet us. A ghoul is a scary monster. The ghoul turns out to be very generous. We get 3 lollipops apiece. 2 go in my pumpkin pail and only 1 goes in my mouth. Frenchie does a trick at the next house, but I get the treat. Scrumptious. That's fancy for yummy. JoJo starts to whine that her feet are getting tired. I don't want to go home now. I offer her candy from my belt. For you, I say, and give her a sugary kiss. Then I offer candy to everyone in our group, but I keep the strawberry one for myself. Double ooh la la. Here's a jelly bean tree. Bags of jelly beans hang from all the branches. I take 1 bag and only eat a few. Well, maybe more than a few. The purple ones are my favorite. Uh-oh. I think I have a touch of indigestion. That means my tummy hurts. May I sit down for a minute? I asked my dad. Nancy, how much candy have you eaten? He asked. I show him my pumpkin pail. There are a lot of candy wrappers in it, but hardly any candy. My dad takes me home and I lie on the couch. I'm sorry, I tell my parents. I didn't mean to overdo it. My mom brings me a glass of water. My dad says, I remember when I was your age. I ate so much candy one Halloween, I couldn't look at anything sweet for a whole year. A whole year, Daddy? I think you're exaggerating. Exaggerating is a little like fibbing, only fancier. By the time JoJo gets home, I am feeling better. Ooh la la, my sister has brought back a bonanza of candy. It is spilling out of her pumpkin pail. I'll share with you, JoJo says. Merci, chérie. That's French for thank you, darling. Then I put my hand on my forehead. But I have been so ill, I couldn't possibly look at a piece of candy until next Halloween. Or else, maybe tomorrow morning. The end. Thank you for tuning into my reading of Fancy Nancy Candy Bonanza. I really hope you enjoyed it. I have 3 questions for you all to answer about the book, and whoever gets most of the questions right will get this book in the mail. All you have to do is have your parents or teacher send your answers in an email to the email on the screen. Now, my 3 questions are, what is the name of the main character? My second question is, what costume did Fancy Nancy wear on Halloween night? My third question is, what is Fancy Nancy doing throughout the entire book? Thank you so much, guys. Happy Halloween.
You can send your answers to the email on the screen. Happy Halloween!
Hello everyone, my name is Siani Bonhomme de la Vega. I'm a junior psychology major from New Jersey, and today I'm going to be reading to you guys There Was an Old Lady Who Swallowed a Bat. Look at her. By Lucille Calandro. I wonder what's going to happen. What do you think? There was an old lady who swallowed an owl. My oh my, she started to howl. Look at her. What noise does an owl make? Does anybody know? She swallowed the owl to shush the bat. I don't know why she swallowed a bat. Imagine that. There was an old lady who swallowed a cat. What do you think? Let's see. What do we think? Let's see. Now she's so fat. She swallowed the cat to chase the owl. She swallowed the owl to shush the bat. I don't know why she swallowed a bat. Imagine that. What do you think she's gonna swallow next? There was an old lady who swallowed a ghost. Look at her. What do you think? She liked it the most. Ooh, a ghost. I don't think I can do that. She swallowed the ghost to catch the cat. She swallowed the cat to chase the owl. She swallowed the owl to shush the bat. I don't know why she swallowed a bat. Imagine that. Look, it's the ghost, it's the cat, it's the owl, it's the bat. I'm so excited. What's next? There was an old lady who swallowed a goblin. A goblin? It made her so dizzy she started to spin. Look at her, she's gonna fall. Oh no, better be safe. She swallowed the goblin to scare the ghost. She swallowed the ghost to catch the cat. And she swallowed the cat to chase the owl. I think I know what's coming next. She swallowed the owl to shush the bat. I don't know why she swallowed a bat. Imagine that. Let's see. There was an old lady who swallowed some bones. Bones. There were so many bones, she started to groan. Oh no, she had a tummy ache. She swallowed the bones to rattle the goblin. Wow, look at all these bones. Oh no. She swallowed the goblin to scare the ghost. She swallowed the ghost to catch the cat. You see it. She swallowed the cat to chase the owl. She swallowed the owl to shush the bat. Shh, everybody go shh, bat. Shh, bat. I don't know why she swallowed a bat. Imagine that. I wonder. There wasn't no lady who swallowed a wizard. Who knows what a wizard is? I don't know what a wizard is. She swallowed the lizard to cast a spell so she can yell, trick or treat! And that's the end. Thank you guys so much for tuning into my reading of There Was No Lady Who Swallowed a Bat. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I did. It was so crazy. And I have 3 questions for you guys to answer about the book. And whoever gets the most questions right will get this book sent to them in the mail. All you have to do is have your parents or your teacher send your answers to the email on the screen, you guys. Okay, happy Halloween. Here are my questions. What was the first animal that the silly old lady swallowed? Let's see who remembers. I think I know. Why did the old lady swallow the wizard? Do you remember? I don't remember. I hope you remember. And what did the old lady yell at the end of the book? Do you remember? It was the last thing I said. I hope you guys got it. I'm so excited to see what you guys say. Have a good Halloween.
You can send your answers to the email on the screen. Happy Halloween!
Hi guys, my name is Jordan Cozy. I'm a junior health policy and administration major from Frisco, Texas, and I'm so excited to read to you today. You guess my costume? I'm a scarecrow. Okay, so today we're going to be reading the book Too Many Pumpkins by Miss Linda White. Too Many Pumpkins. Every year at springtime, Rebecca planted just enough seeds in her garden to grow vegetables for the long winter. She planted carrots and beans, tomatoes and peas, corn and rutabagas. She grew a little bit of everything, except for pumpkins. Rebecca hated pumpkins. When she was a little girl, money had been scarce. For an entire month, all there had been to eat were pumpkins. Baked pumpkins, steamed pumpkins, boiled pumpkins, stewed pumpkins, mashed pumpkins, rotten pumpkins, breakfast pumpkins, lunch pumpkins, dinner pumpkins. Enough pumpkins. When things finally improved and there was more money to buy food, Rebecca decided she would never eat pumpkins again or even look at them. Not ever. And she didn't until one autumn day, long after Rebecca's hair had turned snowy white. She was raking the leaves that fell each fall from her black walnut tree, and her cat, Esmeralda, was scattering them just as quickly. All of a sudden, the pumpkin truck passed by. Oh, she heard it coming, and she knew what it was. It rumbled by at harvest time each year. She turned her back and concentrated on picking up the last fallen leaf. She managed to ignore the truck until... Pictures. Splat! An enormous pumpkin tumbled off the truck and smashed into slimy orange smithereens all over her yard. "Come back here and get this pumpkin," she yelled, but the driver sped away. You guys see the big pumpkin? "Well, I won't touch it," Rebecca insisted, getting her shovel from the barn. "And I won't look at it," she added as she shoveled dirt on top of the pumpkin pieces. "I won't think about that pumpkin ever again," she declared. And she didn't until spring. When Rebecca was admiring the new sprouts in her garden, she noticed Esmeralda playing in some big green leaves growing at the edge of the yard. "How curious," she said, going over to inspect them. "I didn't plant anything there." Then Rebecca remembered the pumpkin truck and the slimy pumpkin smithereens. "Pumpkins!" she cried in disgust. "Come out of there, Esmeralda. I will not water those plants. I will not tend them. I will ignore them and they will die." She picked up Esmeralda and stumped inside. But a week later, when Rebecca peered out her window, she saw the vines had grown. She tramped to the barn, got her garden tools, and went to work on the pumpkin vines. She cut and dug until not one was left growing. Now there will be no pumpkins," she smiled and went back inside. But the next week, when she was weeding the garden, she noticed that the pumpkin vines had grown back. Rebecca marched inside and snapped the curtains shut. "The only thing to do is ignore them. They won't grow if I don't take care of them," she muttered. So rain or shine, all spring and summer, she never looked out the front window. She used only the back door and never even glanced at those vines. And neither did Esmeralda. Rebecca ignored the vines so well that she even forgot why she wasn't using the front door. Until one autumn day, when she and Esmeralda went to rake the leaves that fell each fall from the black walnut tree in front of the house. "Pumpkins!" Rebecca shrieked. Pumpkin vines had twined under the bushes, over the bird bath, through the porch rails, and onto the rocking chair. The entire yard was a sea of plump, round pumpkins. Rebecca could no longer ignore them. She plopped down on the pumpkin nearest her, putting her hands over her face. "Whatever will I do, Esmeralda?" she cried. "How will I get rid of this many pumpkins?" She thought and she thought. Her mind went back to all the pumpkins she had eaten as a young girl, when pumpkins were the only food her family had. "Well, we can't let them stay here," she told Esmeralda. "Some people might need these pumpkins, and I suppose there are folks crazy enough to even like them. We'll give them away." She marched off to get her wheelbarrow. Rebecca struggled to lift the first pumpkin, then the second, and the third. She huffed and puffed as she wheeled the loaded wheelbarrow into the lane. "I'm too tired to deliver these heavy pumpkins now," Rebecca grumbled. She mopped her brow with her apron and wondered what to do next. "Perhaps if I make them into pies, they will be easier to deliver." Such a nuisance. So she went to work. She scooped the slimy seeds out of the pumpkins and cut away the shells. After she boiled the pumpkin meat, she mixed it with eggs, milk, sugar, flour, cinnamon, nutmeg, and cloves to make rich pies. Then Rebecca made pumpkin tarts, pumpkin muffins, and pumpkin cakes, pumpkin bread, pumpkin pudding, pumpkin cookies, until
pumpkin dishes filled out of every cupboard, drawer, and cubby hole, and the seeds were a mountain in the corner. "Well, that's the first batch," Rebecca said, dusting her floury hands. "Now to deliver them." She put the wheelbarrow outside the kitchen door and then loaded it with pumpkin treats. When it was full, just the thought of delivering all those pumpkin dishes made Rebecca tired. "If only people would come get them," she said. Then she had an idea. Rebecca whirled around and hurried back into the house for a kitchen knife. "This should get people to come." She took her knife and sat in the middle of the pumpkin patch. She carved a smiley face on a nice round pumpkin, a scary snaggletooth face on a tall, thin pumpkin, and boo on a short, squat pumpkin. She was so busy carving pumpkins, she hardly noticed how dark it was getting. When she could no longer see, she went to the shelf on the back porch and got the set of candles she kept for emergencies. "If this doesn't get people to come here, we'll have to deliver them all ourselves," she muttered to Esmeralda. You guys see Esmeralda right there? Little cat. And these are all her pumpkins. The one that says boo, and the one with the snaggletooth. Rebecca peeked into the darkness for a long time. She didn't see anything, but still she watched. Until, finally, she saw a light, faint at first, then brighter, and then more lights bobbing through the night. "Here they come," she shouted. "Esmeralda, let's heat some apple cider." Oh, enjoy the page. And all the people coming, all the lights. Young and old, everyone in town came. "Rebecca, we thought you hated pumpkins," they said. "We saw your jack-o'-lanterns from the end of the road and came for a closer look." "I was hoping you would," said Rebecca. "Where did you ever find all these pumpkins?" people asked. "I came by them quite by accident," Rebecca said, smiling. "Would you like some pumpkin pie? There's plenty." She winked at Esmeralda. Everyone enjoyed the pumpkin pie and cider and had a good time. So did Rebecca. And when they were ready to go home, she made sure each carried a jack-o'-lantern, a bag of seeds for roasting, and a pumpkin tree. Rebecca gave away everything that reminded her of the pumpkins that she always hated until... All that remained was a handful of seeds she tucked snugly in her pocket, where they would be safe until planting next spring. The end. I hope you guys enjoyed this book, Too Many Pumpkins. I have a few questions to ask you guys. So whoever gets the most questions right gets a chance to win this book. So have your teacher email the email that comes up on the screen with whoever won, okay? So first question. Why did Rebecca hate pumpkins so much? I'll give you guys a chance to answer. Okay, second question. How did Rebecca end up planting all of these pumpkins? And last question. This determines who's the winner. What did Rebecca send everyone home with after they came to eat the pumpkin treats? Thank you so much for reading this book with me, and I hope you have a very happy Halloween.
You can send your answers to the email on the screen. Happy Halloween!
My name is Alexis, and I will be reading Scary, Scary Halloween by Eve Bunting and Jan Brett. Scary, Scary Halloween. I peer outside. There's something there that makes me shiver and spikes my hair. It must be Halloween. A skeleton with bones so white, they gleam and glimmer in the night, has come for Halloween. A ghost goes trailing, drifting by, with sunken mouth and sunken eye. Ghosts rise on Halloween. Little ones stay safe inside. It's best to stay at home and hide on Halloween. A vampire and a werewolf prowl. One growls a growl, one howls a howl, in praise of Halloween. Two witches, grimming witchy grins, have pointy hats and pointy trims. They're here for Halloween. Cover eye and cover ear, nightmares want the streets of fear on dreaded Halloween. Goblins, gremlins, skip and leap. They never rest, they never sleep. They're glad it's Halloween. A devil prances fiery red, with horns sprouting from his head. He knows it's Halloween. Thunder, thunder up above. What is it, mother? Shh, my love. It's just the thump of creature feet. A creature in the winding sheet. His claws are dragging on the floor. He's crashing, smashing at the door. Will he find us here below? Shh, my love, I cannot know. Trick or treat, it's Halloween. Am I the scariest thing that you've ever seen tonight on Halloween? He didn't see us, he didn't care. We weren't the ones he'd come to scare this night of Halloween. It's quiet now. The monster's gone. The streets are ours until the dawn. We're out, we're prowlers of the night, who snap and snarl and claw and bite. We stalk the shadows, dark and unseen. Goodbye till next year, and happy Halloween. I hope you all enjoyed this book, and I hope that you guys have a wonderful Halloween. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Casimir Street, and today I'll be reading to you guys the 12 Days of Halloween. Alright. On the first day of Halloween, what showed up at our door? A very eager trick-or-treater. On the second day of Halloween, what showed up at our door? 2 stuffed scarecrows and 1 very eager trick-or-treater. On the third day of Halloween, what showed up at our door? 3 jack-o'-lanterns, 2 stuffed scarecrows, and 1 very eager trick-or-treater. On the fourth day of Halloween, what showed up at our door? 4 scary costumes, 3 jack-o'-lanterns, 2 stuffed scarecrows, and 1 very eager trick-or-treater. On the fifth day of Halloween, what showed up at our door? 5 bags of candy, 4 scary costumes, 3 jack-o'-lanterns, 2 stuffed scarecrows, and 1 very eager trick-or-treater. On the 6th day of Halloween, what showed up at our door? 6 ghosts of spooking, 5 bags of candy, 4 scary costumes, 3 jack-o'-lanterns, 2 stuffed scarecrows, and 1 very eager trick-or-treater. On the 7th day of Halloween, what showed up at our door? 7 spiders crawling, 6 ghosts of spooking, 5 bags of candy, 4 scary costumes, 3 jack-o'-lanterns, 2 stuffed scarecrows, and 1 very eager trick-or-treater. On the 8th day of Halloween, what showed up at our door? 8 black cats hissing, 7 spiders crawling, 6 ghosts of spooking, 5 bags of candy, 4 scary costumes, 3 jack-o'-lanterns, 2 stuffed scarecrows, and 1 very eager trick-or-treater. On the 9th day of Halloween, what showed up at our door? 9 witches cackling, 8 black cats hissing, 7 spiders crawling, 6 ghosts of spooking, 5 bags of candy, 4 scary costumes, 3 jack-o'-lanterns, 2 stuffed scarecrows, and 1 very eager trick-or-treater. On the 10th day of Halloween, what showed up at our door? 10 werewolves howling, 9 witches cackling, 8 black cats hissing, 7 spiders crawling, 6 ghosts of spooking, 5 bags of candy, 4 scary costumes, 3 jack-o'-lanterns, 2 stuffed scarecrows, and 1 very eager trick-or-treater. On the 11th day of Halloween, what showed up at our door? 11 vampires grinning, 10 werewolves howling, 9 witches cackling, 8 black cats hissing, 7 spiders crawling, 6 ghosts of spooking, 5 bags of candy, 4 scary costumes, 3 jack-o'-lanterns, 2 stuffed scarecrows, and 1 very eager trick-or-treater. On the 12th day of Halloween, what showed up at our door? 12 devils plotting, 11 vampires grinning, 10 werewolves howling, 9 witches crackling, 8 black cats hissing, 7 spiders crawling, 6 ghosts of spooking, 5 bags of candy, 4 scary costumes, 3 jack-o'-lanterns, 2 stuffed scarecrows, and 1 very eager trick-or-treater. Happy Halloween, guys! I hope you guys have the best day.